whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Shalom, boys here. I was recently speaking to a brother, and he was asking me the question, how did you go about, starting your business? How did you go about transitioning from the corporate life or the job to carpentry work? Because I personally believe that for the average man on the streets, you're not going to be a big YouTube creator or social media influencer or big time guru or any one of these people, or some charismatic guy where you can get up and people just give you money, or some motivational speaker. No, that's not you. That's not the vast majority of people that are walking the streets in America. However, the one beautiful thing that the Most High has given all of us is a mind, hands, and the will to work. Or the ability to work, because everybody doesn't have the will to work. Everybody doesn't have a mind to work, a mind to build. And I get it and I understand it. However, if you want to do anything in life, accomplish anything in life, you have to apply yourself. And me having a corporate background, and having a very successful career in corporate America, and then transitioning and moving out in the country because, the Spirit moved on me, come out and hurt my people. And, it's amazing how the Spirit moves on me, because those words came into my mind before I read them, before I understood them. And I moved with fear, and I moved. And then the Most High, He bestowed onto me a vast majority of YouTubers and people that were doing it, whether hunting or fishing or building or homesteading, or there's a tremendous amount of information out there that you can tap. And I began to apply myself and listen to these people, and not only hear but do what they were doing. Because a lot of people, you can get up on social media all day and you can soak yourself up with all types of information, but if you're not a doer, if you're not a person that's going to apply the information, then what good is it? And this is what we have, is we have a lot of people that like the content, like to hear. It's like all of these survivalists and prepper groups, particularly the Black ones. A lot of them, it's an entertaining thing, but when you reach out and you try and network with people, they're not interested in doing anything. But going back to the notion of what I did in order to make the transition. So first and foremost, I had to humble myself. And a lot of people, they're not willing to do that. They're not willing to put themselves in a situation. Now, I want you to imagine this. I'm in corporate America. You can put Robinson. Yeah, you can put that in the trunk.
All right. Did you see the item?
Yeah. So it's like, you see the items that they ain't got. Well, hey, I don't order nothing. I just pay for everything, right? But at Walmart doing a pickup. But
you want your eggs up front?
Yeah.
You want them right here in the seat? That work? All right. There you go. I think that's the only thing that's fried.
Thanks. Order them organic eggs, because the chickens are not laying as many eggs at this point in time. But they just recently started up. There's a little bit here and there. But back to what I was saying. Someone asked me, what did you do? What did it take? And like I said, you have to humble yourself. you have to be willing to put yourself in a situation of extreme servitude. And that's what I did. The first year of being an apprentice, and I started about 34, 35. I did nothing but pick up trash, organize tools, do run-ins, move material, hold material, and drive 6-inch penny nails. That's what I pretty much did for the first year. Not only including that being treated like total shit, but I had a vision and I had a goal, and I was not willing to let anything stop me. So I did what it took. And that required some serious amount of humility. And you're not seeing a lot of humility in this day and age. You see people that want handouts. And so what I did after that was, after doing 3 years of working for another contractor, or 2 different contractors, I went and got a job. I got a job at the local meat packing company, and I launched my business. Now, mind you, let me tell you, for 3 years, 3 years, I saw the guy, because it was just me and him, work, and he made hundreds of thousands of dollars off my back building pole barns. And if you go and look at my videos, I show you 3-4 years ago of me doing that. This is why, you can document what I'm talking about. I'm not just on here talking about it. You can look back in my archives and you can see the progress. You can see the growth. And, a lot of people, what'll happen is that they'll see you making money, and a spirit of envy and jealousy will come upon them. And it's a sad deal when they don't realize that they're there to learn. See, when I was in that apprenticeship role, and it's amazing because a lot of people that don't have a tenth of the success that I had in the real world. When I came into the faith, I was very successful in corporate America. Very successful, had my own everything. I wasn't struggling to anything like that. And to be knocked down from that level to picking up trash and hauling 2x4s and 2x6s and 2x8s and driving 6-inch penny nails, I tell you, man, it's a knockdown, and digging ditches and stuff like that, and the heat and the cold and stuff like that, and busting my nails and busting my hands. I tell you, man, it was a knockdown. But I had to humble myself. And so, as a direct result of humbling myself, I was able to get the wisdom, knowledge, and now I am where I am now. And this is just the beginning. I haven't scratched the surface of what I'll be able to do out here. But I turned around and I went and worked the night shift at a Pilgrims at a meat packing company, and I started my business, hunting for jobs, hunting for work, whatever I could get. I started to do that during the daytime. So I'd work the overnight shift, and then I would, do whatever jobs that I can get, giving out business cards, posting things on local, like Tractor Supply and stuff, posting my business card, networking, shaking hands. And I did that damn near just about probably 8-9 months until I got my first big cut, which is a bathroom remodel, which is like $5,000. And so I quit after that, and I was off to the races from there. But still, it was a sacrifice. Now, you'll tell people today this kind of story, and they're not willing to do. They're not willing to make the sacrifice. They're not willing to get out there and do what is necessary. And let me tell you, that whole experience, that first 3-4 years was a very humbling experience. But I tell you, man, I learned a lot from that. And as a direct result of that, I am where I am now, where, that's beautiful. I just now had another son. And I look into this little beautiful baby's eyes. I tell you, it's amazing. Everybody thinks that their children are beautiful or hey, it is what it is, right? But I have a really handsome young son that was born a couple of months ago. And when I look into his eyes, when I look into my daughter's eyes, it's whatever it takes. It's whatever it takes. I was on YouTube, and I'm not on TikTok, but people do YouTube videos about TikTok content. And there's an epidemic of people that are on TikTok begging for money. All they do is they use their social media platform to beg for handouts. And they're arrogant too. I mean, I be seeing these videos. They are absolutely, the millennial, these generations, people in their 30s and their 20s, absolutely off the chain. When it comes to them on social media begging and this entitlement mentality, I've never seen such a mentality before. People actually feel and believe that because you have and they don't, you are required to give to them, when they're not required to work or do anything that is necessary to do for themselves. This is the generation that we're living in. A lazy-ass, entitled, effeminate generation. What is it going to take? Whatever it takes. What do you have to do in order to make it in this day and age? In order not only to survive, but to thrive. Because I ain't come out here and move out and into the country to live in destitution. To live in poverty, working a slow slave wage job, just get by. I didn't come out to the country to do that shit. Now, I know a lot of people that do it, and it's amazing. I'm not interested in doing it, and it's sad to see. I mean, how are you going to be? It's one of the things. How are you going to be a polygamous man and in poverty? And your whole children and your wife and your children, your family living in poverty. I mean, I'm abject poverty. Don't have adequate, nothing. It's crazy. But hey, I said that shit ain't gonna be me. But you have to be willing to apply yourself. Now, hey, if poverty is for you, then hey, it's for you. I got nothing against that. But however, when you have all of this money that they've printed, when you have all of these opportunities that exist for people that are willing to apply themselves and work hard, there's no excuse. See, I don't receive anybody's excuses. I'm sorry, I don't receive anybody's excuses because there's more than enough opportunity out there in order for you not only to survive, but to thrive in this economy. I don't care. I really don't care. You can make it happen in this day and age, as long as you're willing to get it done. You can do it. You can make it happen. You just got to be willing to have the work ethic and do what is necessary. And you will be blessed. That's just true. But those for you that are willing to apply yourselves, that's what it takes. Whatever it takes, whatever is necessary to get it done. And you will prosper. Shalom.